Hey y'all. Hey. We're back. This is Whole Belly Roe, and that's me, and D, which is my husband. So today we are going to make a pie crust because I'm running out of time to make the pie, so tomorrow we will make the pie. This is a simple pie crust, and this makes two pie shells, 9-inch, or it will make one pie shell that you can have your top covered as well if you don't want the crumble. So on that note, let's get busy because I'm tired, but I love you all. So in the recipe, we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2/3 cup of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and put my all-purpose flour in here. And this is 2 cups. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My brain ain't in it today. There's the salt. Let's get it all in there. Now I need to get some ice water because it does require ice water. And I have filtered water that I use. So it does require ice water, and it's between 5 to 7 tablespoons. So what we're going to go by is when you get this mixed in here, which I should have mixed this. When you get this mixed in here, it will help the dough to set better for the crust. So I'm just mixing this salt up in here, and I'm getting a little bit of air up in that. Even though I already sifted the flour, y'all, I can't talk. When brain cell life support, there you go. Even though I sifted the flour, I like my pie and stuff like that real light and airy. Oh, y'all can't see. Oh. So let's do it this way. So we're going to get 8 tablespoons of cold butter. This butter has to be cold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it into the flour and let it get coated, each one. That way they don't stick together. So it's just a way that Granny did, and her way of doing things, and for us to enjoy her cooking now, because she's not alive, we have to go by her steps and her instructions, which sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, I listen to dead people. Well, I always listen to dead people. It's a gift, as y'all know. So, but I'm just making sure that this butter gets coated with flour. That way when I go to turn on the mixer, it's going to mix better. So we got 3 sticks in there. Let's get those coated. But it calls for 2/3 cup of butter, which is 10.5 tablespoons. And I need to get one more out because I forgot it was another half. Where'd my Mr. Knife go? I don't know about y'all, but I hate if I get stuff on my hands, I'm like, ugh. So it's a 10.5, so I'm gonna go, well, that's about a half. It's not precise, but it's got to be 2/3 cup of cold butter. Because our grandparents back in the day, they did not do the frozen butter and grate it and all that. They didn't do that. We do it on some of our recipes, but honestly, back in the day, they didn't. They were lucky to have an ice box. So I'm gonna put this on here. I think I ought to put my different whisk on, because I don't want this dough hook, even though she's clean. I want this one. So we're going to pull her down here and we're going to get her mixed up, and then we'll be right back. And we're back. Now if you look into this, you can see that there's little pieces of butter still left, but it's like a sand, and that's what you want. You want it to look like a sand. So we're going to push this down here, lock her, and put it on low, because we're going to add the ice water. So 1, 2, 3. It don't take much, because you just want that dough to be pliable. You don't want it to be, the little pieces of butter that's going to be left actually gives the pie more flavor, whether that be in the crust or what. But as you can see, it's starting to come together. Oh, give me a spatula. But last night we had that, if y'all watched today's video, last night we had chicken pot pie, and Mr. D loved it, and I made 3, and one's for the freezer. Now if you missed that video, you can go back to my page and watch it, and please like, follow, and share, and subscribe. That does help a lot. So this is pretty, it's sandy as you can see. But when you pull it together, that's what you want. You want it just like that. That will make the perfect pie crust right there. Because when you pull it together, it's going to do what it needs to do. And you don't want to overwork this dough. So it took 7 tablespoons of ice water for me. Let me wipe my hands off. I don't like being dirty, y'all. And I'll say it again. I don't like being dirty. Mr. D was so nice to me last night, y'all. He did the dishes. Lord, I had a big old pot full of dishes. He did the dishes. He's so good to me. I don't know what I'd do without that man. I can't imagine life without him. So I'm going to hold on and we'll see what we're going to do next. So now we're going to pull out some plastic wrap. We have to do this because this dough has to chill at least an hour. So it has to chill at least an hour. And I hate plastic wrap. But this is the best way to do your dough. Now, like I said, this will make 2 pies, or 2 pie crusts. So we're just going to dump her out on here. Make a big mess. And we're going to pull this in and push it in together. We're going to make a ball out of it. try to save every little bit that you can. You know, our grandparents, they were born in the Depression, or near it. And a lot of them are gone. But we're still lucky enough to have their recipes. And you don't want to work with this too much. You're getting butter on me. Yuck. So we're going to wrap this up. We're going to flatten it out some. That way when we go to use it, we can cut it in half and make 2 crusts. But this does have to chill for at least 1 hour. So we're going to pull this over the top. And this has to go in the fridge. But if you notice these little pieces, these little white pieces of butter, ooh, on my finger. If you notice those little white pieces of butter, that's going to be your flavor in your pie. It's going to give it that extra buttery flavor. So we're going to put this in the fridge for, well, we're going to put it in the fridge, and tomorrow I will do another video of making an apple pie from scratch. So, on that note, y'all, I want to thank you for watching my video. I want to thank you for liking and subscribing and do what is good for us. Because we got to lift each other up. Got to lift each other up because nobody else is going to do it for us. But at the end of the day, just remember, what you got, somebody's praying for. You might think it's small, or I want a bigger house, or I want a better car, or I want this, or I want that. But we need to learn to be more humble. Humble with our surroundings, with our life. Be thankful for what we have. Because like I said, what we have, others are praying for. So on that note, God bless. Pray for one another, and always pray for your enemies. And the way this country is going, Lord, pray for these people in office. I can't stress that enough. I mean, it's the world going mad, y'all. But that's how you make a pie crust. Now, when I pull this out tomorrow, we'll make a homemade apple pie. And maybe a pumpkin one, too. Y'all have a great day. Bye, and we love you.